Hello, thanks for joining me for another beer review then. Today we've got a can of beer from the Verdant Brewing Company and it's their Putty. This is their 2021 edition, so it's a double IPA or double New England IPA, coming at 8% ABV. 440ml can. Canned on the 12th of January of 2021. Best by the 12th of July 2021. Wow. And then it says drink fresh. Okay then. I'll drink it in July. Don't get that, but yeah, drink fresh. Obviously hops fade, yada yada. I purposely let this sit for a week or so in the fridge, and yeah, thought I'd give it a try. Purchased this one at the Little Swift in Margate, so shout out to them guys. If you're local, do check them out and support them, or any of your local your bottle shops that do home delivery, or if you can pop up there safely, then yeah, do so. So yeah, a beer that really kind of hit the scene big time in 2017 at Hop City in Leeds, which I was very fortunate to be at the whole festival. Had this then on draft before what the current situation is now. Certainly the last few years since has been real kind of hype, especially probably one of the most hyped beers in the UK, I'd say. Everyone just goes crazy over it. I haven't had this beer since 2018. I think I had the first two batches. It was a can, I had a bottle share, and it was very good. It blew me away. But I'm wanting to try this for a while. Not really been that bothered about trying it. That doesn't make sense, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not going to go ordering some. I'm not fussed. It normally sells out. This year, a bit different. It's going out to a few more places, lockdowns, yada yada. So the opportunity come up. Anyway, I'm waffling. I wanted this to be a shorter review. So Putty from Verdant. So let's crack it open then. I purchased a few cans of this. That was a real tight can as well, which is always good. I felt the can just as soon as I opened it, which is good. Nice crack as well. So yeah, let's see if the hype of this beer is justified against what has been since this beer came out. A lot of breweries potentially have caught up with the standards of this beer here. I don't know yet, but we'll find out now. So it's a one finger, really creamy, fine, tight bubbles on that looking beer. Really nice, juice bomb as you'd expect with the style. We'll go into hop varieties in a minute. Yeah, it's a proper Merc bomb. Yeah, really thick. So before we taste it, the hops are Mosaic, Galaxy and Azacca. And then we've got water, barley, wheat, oats, hops and yeast as you'd expect. So these guys are out Falmouth down in Cornwall in the southwest of England. Let's get an aroma then. Yeah. It's one of them beers that the aroma is, for me, is not massive. Very soft stone fruits. It's very rounded. It's very rounded beer indeed. I've got Dextrose in this. Flaked wheat, oats and wheat. It's very kind of, there's a cereal quality to the beer. Underlying all this, it's very citrusy, as you would expect. Maybe a touch of pine in there. Let's give it a try. Maybe a touch of apricots as well. Get more flavour. Cheers. Must admit, the mouthfeel is very good. Leaving a nice lacing. Very creamy, very smooth. There is a slight kind of chalkiness to it, a very, very slight greenness to it. Be interesting to see how this beer kind of develops in the coming weeks. That's one of the reasons I wanted to get a few cans, just to see. I'm going to review this, for incidentally, on the 29th of July, 29th of January of 2021. Yeah, it's green. It's still green in July. Yeah, I don't think so, but yeah. I don't know. The mouthfeel of the body of the beer is amazing. There's some nice kind of playful apricot jelly, pineapple jelly notes there, chunks, maybe. Not too sharp. There is a kind of a residual flavour towards the end of the palate. Not sure what it is. It's that initial flavour at the beginning of the beer. It doesn't, for me, follow through consistently, if that makes sense. Like a few other beers have, that I've been having recently. Whether that's a freshness thing, I don't know. What I'm not being a brewer, I don't know. Very nice. There's almost a slight kind of chalky edge to it, but it's a very nice beer. Don't get me wrong, it's fantastic. I reckon give this beer a little bit of time. And I know they say drink fresh, but sometimes it doesn't always work with every single hoppy beer. Drink it within its, you know, date, etc. But sometimes, even you know, the hoppy beers, they can actually, in a can as well, they can develop a little bit, smooth out, get that. But it's very rounded, but there's just a slight kind of thing at the end that I can't put my finger on what it is. Whether it's a water quality, a mineral, or something like that, or the hop astringency is just a little bit too green at the moment, potentially. And this is even now, the 29th of January, and it was canned on the 12th. So what are we coming up on then? So it's 17 days in the can at the time of reviewing this, so just over 2 weeks. How does it compare with other beers? At the moment, the way I'm tasting this beer compared to other double IPAs I've been drinking, it's on the same level. It's a little bit green, which you don't get too often these days. So I think a lot of breweries have actually caught up with this hyped beer. That's just me, that's just my personal opinion of it. I mean, for instance, like other breweries that I'm not going to name, I nearly did, but I'm not going to, you know, the usual ones, have really stepped up to the mark this last few years since I've tried it, and this is just kind of on that same kind of level. Would I say the hype's unjustified? For my palate, at least, yes. It's a little bit unjustified, but it's more the new wave beer drinker, I'd say, have latched on to the hype that surrounded this beer back in 2017. It was amazing back then. Don't get me wrong. It was all new. I think just a lot of breweries in the UK now have caught up, and that's where I'll leave it. Either way, still world class. I mean, there's so many world-class breweries and beers out there these days. I think that's probably what it is. But yeah, overall, still very good. Still great to try it, of course. And we'll see how the other two cans develop in the coming weeks. I'm going to let them sit there for a little while and just to see what happens to that back end of the taste and the flavour. So overall, though, world-class beer. And who knows when I'll actually get to try another batch of this, but I've got 2 cans of this batch here for now, so very good indeed. If it's available next year, locally for instance, I'll be sure to buy it again, give it another try, see what I think. But if you've got it, let me know your thoughts on it. So that's Putty from Verdant, the 2020 edition. Cool beans. Thanks for watching then, you all keep safe, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.